Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys two different dishes using Kriya spices, and that is tandoori botti and malai botti. And what I am actually doing is I'm prepping these for paratha rolls. We're making tandoori botti rolls and malai botti rolls. And guess what? We're going to be bringing these to you guys at the AGM that's coming up as well on the 28th and the 29th and the 29th of Feb and the 1st of March. So if you guys are keen, take down this recipe, but this is going to be served at the AGM as well. We're going to be preparing this fresh and bringing this to you guys. So let's get started. I'm going to show you guys two different dishes. Very simple, very easy using Kriya spices. Here I've got chicken thigh that I've cut into smaller portions. You can see the size of these chicken thighs here. I've brined it. Once again, if you've missed my instructions on how to brine a chicken, basically how to brine any sort of meat, please go on to my YouTube channel and go watch the video that says Portuguese chicken. There is a link there to my recipe keeper, and in there I mention exactly how you should brine your chicken. Right, so I'm going to get started. First, we are going to use some mustard oil, tandoori spice here. I've got some kasuri methi here, salt, ginger, garlic, red chili, and a little bit of yogurt. And if you guys remember, the process is going to be the same as we did for marinating the butter chicken. So I'm going to take my mustard oil and I am going to take the red chili powder, and we're going to whisk this really well. So we're first starting with tandoori chicken. Right, so I have got half a kilo of chicken that I'm going to be using for tandoori and half of a kilo of chicken for the malai botti, right? So I've got quarter cup of mustard oil, and I've mentioned this before, how important it is to try and get mustard oil for this recipe for any Indo-Pak dish, because I kid you not, it brings another kind of, if you really want that restaurant sort of feel and flavor, then you want to make sure that you get mustard oil, because it makes a big difference, right? So we're going to whisk this for a few minutes. Once again, we're going to make sure all the flavors are incorporated from the chilies and the oil is one. You've got really flavorful oil that's going to be going on here once you mix this really nicely finish. And then once we've mixed this finish for about a minute or so, we're going to add in about quarter cup of double cream yogurt. We've got about half of a teaspoon of kasuri methi here, a tablespoon each of fresh ginger, fresh garlic, salt, and I'm going to add in a tablespoon of the tandoori spice. All right, so this is really nicely mixed. I'm going to add in all these ingredients. So this is about quarter of a cup of double cream yogurt that goes in here, the fresh ginger garlic, the kasuri methi. And kasuri methi is really important when it comes to your malai botti and tandoori botti. If you really want to get the traditional restaurant sort of taste and feel and everything, it's methi that's dried, but kasuri methi is different. So you want to make sure you can get this from any Indian store, or Akawai also should keep it. I know Akawai is closest to us, which is Norwood. They definitely stock it. I think one of the Kriya followers went to them and asked them about kasuri methi, or I'm not sure what. I could be wrong, but I know that they definitely keep kasuri methi. So ginger, garlic, salt, kasuri methi, tandoori goes in here, and we mix this quite nicely. And then we throw in half of a kilo of chicken thighs that's been brined and ready, brined. The liquid should be taken off, and then you should dry your meat and then throw it in here. Alright guys, so this is mixed in quite nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken, throw it in this marinade here and marinate it quite nice, and move on to my malai botti. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to do the malai botti now. I've got fresh ginger, fresh garlic. We're going to add the fresh ginger, fresh garlic into this chicken. Leave it to marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients and leave it overnight. I've got about half of a kilo of chicken, tablespoon of ginger, tablespoon of garlic. We mix it really well. Leave it for 15 minutes. Come back. Okay guys, so I forgot to mention, what I've also added in here is a teaspoon or so of freshly pounded green chilies into my marinade as well. I forgot to mention that. So freshly pounded green chilies, and we're going to add in about half of a cup of this cream, long life cream or normal fresh cream. I don't have fresh cream, so I'm using this, but you can obviously use fresh cream or this the whipping cream. Add that half of a cup into your chicken here, marinate it, and then we're keeping it away. Right guys, so this is done. We're gonna, I'm done with this. I'm gonna pack it, put it away, and get on with this tomorrow. Alright guys, so for the paratha roll, the tandoori botti and the malai botti that we marinated, I'm going to get started with that. I'm going to do it on my cast iron pan. You're more than welcome to do it on your barbecue or your braai as well. So I'm going to get started with the malai botti first. Same principle, same everything. You want your pan to be hot, not burning, scorching hot, but you want the heat to be there, and you want to make sure, exactly like how we did the butter chicken, you want to make sure that your chicken gets a nice a lovely color and it cooks through. It doesn't release a lot of moisture, so that you don't end up losing all that nutrients. All right, so for those of you, like I said, we're going to be doing this at the AGM as well, the upcoming AGM. The paratha rolls will be at the AGM. And for those of you that want this at the convenience of your home without having to make this, we do have this in our frozen option as well. So we've got the tandoori botti and the malai botti packed exactly the same principle that we apply to at home. These are the chicken that we use. Like I was saying, these are available in our ready-to-eat option as well. Marinated, frozen, ready-to-eat option. The chicken that we use are 100% organic. They are hormone and injectable free-range chicken, and we use the same ingredients that I use at home to marinate my food. That goes into our frozen options as well. All right, so I'm going to get started with my malai botti. We're going to do this on high heat and cook these chickens quickly. All right, so what I like to do is I like to pop my lid on, and then I'm going to give it a turn and make sure that it's got color on both sides, and yeah, it goes fairly quickly from here. Alright guys, so these are nice and cooked. I want to still take these out when they've got their moistness and they're still moist. I don't want them to get super dry, so I'm going to take them out and put them aside. Okay guys, so you can see how much of moisture this chicken has got, how nice and juicy it is. You don't want to dry out all your sauce, all your masala, because then you're gonna be sitting with a dry paratha roll or dry malai botti for that matter. So make sure that you keep an eye and make sure that you keep the moistness. So exactly the same way that I did the chicken here, I'm going to go on and do my marinated tandoori botti as well. And then I'm going to prep my chutneys, and I am going to prep everything else. And yeah, we're going to assemble the paratha. Once again guys, just make note, the chicken is really nice and moist. There's no water here, so we haven't lost all the flavors, and there's still that masala that I want, because at the end of the day, if the chicken is dry, your rolls are going to be dry. Nobody likes a dry paratha roll. It's not nice. These are all the flavors. Make sure you maintain it, you keep it, and don't lose it when cooking. Prep my fresh chutney, and then obviously we do two chutneys with this. We're going to be doing a green chutney, and we're going to be doing a tamarind chutney with this. So I'm just going to prep that and keep it aside. All right, so here's both my chutneys ready, the green chutney and the tamarind chutney, all ready for this evening. And yeah, so my parathas are ready. I'm going to start warming them up in my tawa. I make these and put them away, so I am going to start warming these in the tawa. My chicken is ready. Once again, it's steaming on my tawa so that they don't overheat and get dry. For me, really, it's very important that you don't overcook your meat, your protein, your meat, whatever. It must still have its tenderness and moistness. Right, on this side, I've got my yogurt chutney, I've got my green chutney, I've got my tamarind chutney, I have got cheese for anas and some onions. And now we're going to assemble this quickly. Alright, so I'm just reheating my parathas here, and I am going to basically be doing my fillings. And then what I'm going to do is inside my parathas, my chutney is going to go, my onions, coriander, all of that, we're going to roll it up.